Oh man, we are up, we are live on Spreaker. It's going down. Yes, it is. Where all them beats coming from? Let's see. I got something from Superphone. What I got? Okay, went out. Okay, cool. We up, we're live. We alive. What's up, family? What's going on? Let y'all see the Daily Toaster shirt before it goes for the words take over, right? We got warrior training today. Getting my mind ready. I don't know who gonna come out. You know what I'm saying? Get my mind together. You know, I'm waking up late. Last night I was up trying to figure out how to get this damn app on iOS. And man, let me tell you something. Man. That iOS shit is not no joke. It hemmed me up in the corner of the ring and started beating the shit out of me. It body slammed me, and I was trying to get my footing so that I could go and return the attack. But the iOS kept coming with more instructions and more tricks. I didn't know that iOS was that rough. I wasn't prepared. I went in there thinking that it would be simple like Android. But no. iOS was very complicated and very difficult. And I had to leave. Then on top of all that, it took 5 hours for the zip drive to open up that I had to download on my friend's computer in order for me to even get started on iOS. 5 hours. That's what it said, 5 hours. We sat there for 2 because we thought it was playing. He got all this update. He got this high-end equipment. And I'm like, we about to do this shit. We gonna make it happen. Nah, when shit happening, no. iOS is no joke. It's no friend of the poor man. You got to know some programming. So anybody out there who knows anybody that has any experience with Apple, please get at me. I'm going to have to pay some money so that I can get this iOS app up and running. Because I definitely want to get iOS because I'm seeing more iOS in the hands of my friends. And I want to make sure that everybody that's on the journey at any given time can turn around and click a button and go directly to Gye-Nyame Journey, y'all. Directly to Gye-Nyame Journey because that's what the family deserves. That's what the tribe deserves. Shouts out to Mr. Navita Nelson. Hopefully I see you later on this afternoon. Oh, I also want to send out a birthday shout because the Superphone is finally up and running. It's letting me know, just like Facebook is letting me know. Happy birthday to Miss Tiandra Finch. Happy birthday to you. Yeah, there we go. All right. Start drinking your water. We only got a couple minutes. Lines are open. Let me make sure that people know how they can reach us on the journey so that we can have this conversation. You know what I'm saying? We can have this conversation. I want to make sure that y'all know that the lines are open. 614-556-4535. All right, and you be like, Brother Hatim, what we conversate? Whatever you want to talk about. It's open lines. See, I stopped doing the show called Freestyle Nia. It used to be called something else, but I would have to do push-ups. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I was doing, like right now I'm doing 9 shows a week. 9 shows a week. I've been doing it consistently like this. I've been doing at least 2 shows a week for maybe the last 8 years. Great Kuumba to you as well, Brother Kwame. The line is open at, oh, that's so nice. The grammar is so nice. Shouts out. I see somebody else out there. I'm trying to give y'all time to join us. Let me make sure that I'm able to post up on. Make sure I'm able to post up on Spreaker because I want the people on Spreaker to know the number as well. Oh, good morning, Miss Watson. How are you doing today? All right, here we go. Lines are open, 614-556-4535. All right. Boom. That's the number. My fault. Call in line. Now, although I say line, family, please understand, we don't play here at the Journey. We don't have the most money, but we don't be slacking. We don't be slouching. I could take up to 100 people on this line. Now, I'm waiting for the day to challenge Uber Conference and say, hey, y'all lied to me. We could get 100. We was only able to get 80 on there. You know what I'm saying? So I could take as many calls as need be. It's Sister Navita. I'm in Akron. Oh, that's right. You're in Akron for the. I thought you was going down there. Hey, where are y'all at in Akron? Where are you at in Akron? Because you might be able to pour direct libations for me with my people. My people roam, right? We come up from Florida into Akron, Ohio, and I was born in Akron, Ohio. Yes, I was, yes. My place of birth. Shouts out to the people out there in Akron, if anybody out there watching. The name that you might know me as down in Akron is OJ. You know me as OJ, take away the beard and shit like that. Oh, downtown, damn, okay, they growing. Okay, nah. Well, you can pour libations, but, we didn't kick it all downtown. We was down there. I was down in Lane Field. All right. So, I really didn't get a chance to check the news. I slept late because, like I said, family, I got in late. You know what I'm saying? Being older, late for me is late for me nowadays is around 12:30, 1 o'clock. Well, anyway, I got out. I said, well, this should be quick. I wasn't really prepared, so I went. Tried to download the zip file. We had problems with that. Like I said, it said 5 hours, then it said 12 hours. First it said 2 hours, then it said 5 hours, and then by the time I was about to leave, it said 12 hours. I said, damn. My dude had a nice studio. You know what I'm saying? He said he want to do some live shows. Boom. We're gonna work some stuff out. So it's gonna be some nice visuals from this studio. This is like gonna be official. This is an official piece. Shouts out to my niece Taja. What's up, Miss Sweetie? How you doing today, my dear? Oh, you need to get in contact with me because I got to ask you a question about my nephew, my grandnephew. Got to ask you a question. Is he coming back to the school? And if you bringing my niece to the school, you need to go and fill his paperwork out so we can go and make sure she's straight. All right, now, so then, I thought because my partner, Brother Ashibu, he's been on Apple for a long time. He's been on Apple a long time. So I said, he got to know how to do it. First off, let me explain. I say, Anubis say, send me the file. I'll handle this. Anubis is having problems with it. So I'm saying, like, damn. So I called my dude. He is an Apple, he used to be at an Apple bed, right? So I go over there. He got 4 Apple computers, right? 4. He got 3 Apple desktops and 1 Mac Pro. I said, oh, he got to know what the fuck he do. I said, you know how to upload a app to the App Store? Hell no. I thought you knew how to do. Oh, man. I don't fuck with Apple. Well, anyway, so we're going to figure this out. All this computing power we got right here, we're going to figure this shit out. Like I told you, iOS whooped my ass for the next 2.5 hours. I'm trying to find instructions. I'm reading. I'm clicking. I'm trying to get it together. And no. So, make a long story short, if anybody know anybody out there, because this is how we use our network. If anybody know anybody out there, right, that is close to the journey, right, and need to earn a few dollars and know how to work with this Apple shit, please hit me up because I want to make sure that all of my family, though even those that use Apple phones, because I don't know why, my fault, other than the camera, even my family that use Apple phones, I want them to be able to push the button and be able to get us on the get us on the app. Get us an app. I probably know someone who can do it, but she charges. And that's cool. I mean, like I said, all I need, because what I need is people to be honest with me, right? So when I call and I speak to them, all I want them to do is be honest with me about the cost. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I get people that will do shit and they will do it for me. Then they be like, $300. Nigga, listen. If you would have told me from jump, I would have told you not to do it. You understand what I'm saying? Be honest with me. I don't got the resources to be wasting. So I don't mind paying somebody. I just want them to be able to give me an estimated cost. Right? My fault, not even an estimate. I want them to be able to give me the cost. Because it ain't like they working on my goddamn car and the wrench might break or some shit like that. You understand what I'm saying? When we talking about t-shirts and we talking about, the shit I'm doing is very simple. So when I was speaking to Sister Sherry and I needed to get done when I got done, she gave me a price. I was able to pay her. She was able to give me what I wanted. She didn't give me no surprises. Straight out. She is straight up, and I will check. Thank you. Thank you. All right. See, that's what I'm talking about. Using your resources. Once again, Brother Kwame rides in to save his brother. Now, I got to ride in and figure out how we're going to do this. We gotta ride in and figure out how we're going to do this Marcus Garvey Festival. All right, family. I told you I was going to be talking about, because the next shirt I'm working on is a Gye-Nyame Journey shirt as well as a Millennium Warrior shirt. And I'm going to have to get into the slight difference, if there is even a difference between those. But the back of the t-shirt is going to say something like this. I'm still working on it. To join the congregation of the mighty, you must understand, right? And this is because, like in Gye-Nyame, we have a history of counting. You know what I'm saying? Because it's always been about putting something on people's mind that they can use. Right? Not just being deep for deep sake. Because I be talking, sometimes some people just want to be deep for deep sake. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be deep so that I could use this shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't, you know what I'm saying? I just don't want to be complicated and just be doing hand signs and signals and shit for no reason. I don't even see, I'm not into that. Right? What I'm into is having practical information that individuals can use in the path of their lives now. Not just being deep, not just throwing history out at you, but use actual facts that you can use to help make your life better right now. That's what self-mastery is about, right? So people start running into people that are in the vein of what I'm talking about, but yet they be so goddamn deep. You know what I'm saying? So deep that they can't, the information they got is so cold they can't even use it in this world. And we need some shit right now that we can use. You understand what I'm saying? So hold on. So in Gye-Nyame, okay, might get you another shirt.
Okay.
All right, you growing up, but in Gye-Nyame, so we come up with little things we could use, like levels of learning. What does it mean, and how can you apply these levels of learning so that you know what I'm saying, so that you know where you are, right? Because I honestly believe if we understand where we are in our own development, if we understand where we are economically, if we understand where we are, as unpleasant as it can be, we could turn that situation into what we want. You understand? But we got to know where we are. We got to know what we're dealing with. We got to know. Well, it says, so we're known for counting. Like, so, almost all my sons can count, right? So what do you mean count, brother? Can you mean like 1? What is 1? What is 2? What is 3? What is 4? Can you count? So each number has a symbolic representation. So it's easier for that individual to remember the number. Now, also that's so that we can communicate. So I could be talking with certain individuals and I could be using the same words that I'm using with you, but because me and them are on a different wavelength, we are able to communicate in a different way. Why? Because we have a language. Right? Just a little basic, little simple shit. Like the language that we're working with. Like, we know what the day is. The day is Kuumba. If you don't speak the language, you don't know what the fuck we talking about. Goddamn flies. Man, they're going to have to come fix this damn door, man. So, the numbers. I ain't gonna run through the numbers right now. The concept of one. So in order to join the congregation of the mighty, you must understand the concept of oneself. That's you. What is the self? Self is the absolute, complete, and perfect qualities of being that are not influenced by external circumstances. But Hatim, that's that deep shit. No, that's not really that deep. You can work with that. Why? Because when you need to understand that as a being, as the self, you are absolute, complete, and perfect. In this world, they've been teaching you your whole life that you are not absolute. No, you're not complete. No, because you need to buy this shit in order to be complete. You got to get all, you know what I'm saying? You got to get the diamonds. You're not complete. And you're not perfect at all. Matter of fact, you was born a sinner. And you need to, you know, so boom, boom, boom. So it's like, boom, I'm countering that shit, right? Hold on. You absolute, complete, and perfect, family. You know what I'm saying? And the one thing you have to watch for is external circumstances and external influences that are always trying to corrupt you. Boom, be on the lookout. So to understand the concept of oneself, we all are part of this oneself. We are just different masks that the Creator uses to express itself in the world. We just forgot. Playing the game with itself. 2, be able to spend 2 hours a day on self-mastery. That's number 2. Know and progress through the 3 levels of learning. What's the 3 levels of learning? Memorization, intelligence of the mind, intelligence of the heart, which is the highest form of intelligence. Build your life on the 4 pillars of health. We talk about that all the time. What are the 4 pillars of health? Right? Well, you know what? Come on. Breathe, air, right? You need to be breathing properly. Getting the proper amount of air. Water. Culturally appropriate diet. Culturally appropriate movement. All right? Boom. Very simple. Do those. You're going to stay healthy. Unite the 5 parts of the being. Y'all remember the 5 parts of the being? Intuition, mental, emotional, spiritual, physical. Bring them all together to the one so that you can knock your oppressor on his ass or her ass. Utilize the 6 emotions. Y'all know we talk about that often too, right? Utilize the 6 emotions. These little keys will give you little reminders, right? 6 emotions, right? Y'all remember those, right? Practice our 7 principles and acknowledge the 7 days. Wow. Recognize the power of 8. You know what I'm saying? If you flip 8 on the side, you get what? Right? 8 is a number that represents the combination of the spirit and the body. What we taught in this society, either you got to be spiritual or you got to be physical. Right? The 8 shows us that we need to keep both of them going on. Constant flow, continuous, unstopping flow. And it's going up and it's going down. You cycle, right? Sometimes you're more spiritual than at other times. Sometimes you're more physical than other times. Both of them have needs that need to be met. You have to be able to do it. Last but not least, master at least one of the 9 areas of life. Oh. I'm fucking around, man. I'm trying to give people keys to get up out of this. This is some madness. But you know what I forgot to let you know? You are now rocking with the congregation of the mighty. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. I am your host, Brother Hatim, right? And you are joining us for the Daily Toast. And it's a Heart of a Simple production. What is wrong with you? You ever heard a stuttering line before? That's some bullshit. Like I said, I like people be straight up with me with the cost. They ain't tell me my line stuttered. How you keep... All right. Last but not least, we strive to blow up your old paradigm. Uh-oh. That's the theme music? Uh-oh. Get your glass. Grab your water. Call your friends. Come on. Drink your water. What? Drink your water. water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink, 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 drink. Drink, 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 breathe. Lift your glass and drink some water if you got a real glass. Struggle with your glass, drink some water. Press your glass and drink some water. Just drink some water. What? Drink your water. Drink, 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 live. Now move your body, drink some water. Oh, I didn't run this morning. Move your body, drink some water. Move your body, drink some water. Move your body. Drink, 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 drink. Drink, 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 drink. And move. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass. Drink, 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 drink. Raise, drink, raise, drink. Take your breath and drink some water. Lift your glass and drink some water. Move your body, drink some water. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink. Oh man, go on with that. Breathe, live, drink, move. Let's go. Break your breath and drink some water. Lift your glass and drink some water. Let's up. Move your body, drink some water. Raise your glass and drink some ancestor. Oh. I don't know how you drink some ancestor. You over here screaming, no. I'm confused, man. Oh man, now CeeLo, you got CeeLo in it. Now she typing in no. Oh, good God Almighty. I don't know how I'm gonna drink my ancestors. No, baby girl ain't in the back shouting no. Yeah, that's what they do, man. That's what they do. Straight rebellion. All right, but it's better to get it while it's young. You know, let them get it out, burn it out their system, burn it out. Drink, breathe, move, lift. See, I'm trying to get it. I'm working on it on a consistent basis. But like I said, I want people to know that everything we doing is a work in progress, right? You know, it's a constant work in progress. I want people to see that we mess up, right? Man, I love to see. I love people to see that this real life at Gye-Nyame, right? I would love to have a studio, but I ain't got no studio. I'm right here with my kids all the time, so everything they see me do here, they do. You understand what I'm saying? So I be catching my kids on my computer acting like they doing shows. They be wanting to do shows. Even Gina G got a few shows herself, and she love doing this, right? So the whole goal is to leave a legacy, right? You know, one of the things that we could leave is the Daily Toast, and it might be, you know, and hell, who knows? Maybe one of my kids, or one of my grandkids, or one of my nieces, or one of my somebody gonna take it over when Brother Hatim can no longer do it. Be like, man, that's a good idea, and we need to keep that flowing, right? We gotta do it. Right? So, now, we need to drink the water. We need to do the toast because I got to get my girls ready. And we got to get up and get over to the school because, you know, nation builders, we need to be hooking up. I need to meet. We got to sit down. We got to talk, you know, hopefully before some of these young people come. Because we need to know the direction we going. And I need to show you some of the stuff that I've been working on. I got to figure out how I'm going to do all that. But got a couple of hours, maybe an hour and a half. But yesterday I was with a brother by the name of Ashibu. Right, Achibu is one of the best rhymers that I know, and he was on our album. So I'm gonna drink my water to his song.
Is that frozen?
No, it's not frozen. I don't freeze mine, you know. Plus it'll bust the bottle. But so, you know, like I said, we're gonna do it. We doing the Tracy method, Miss Tracy method. We clean the bottle up, all right? Cause this is what I learned first. She said you gotta clean the bottle because it's gonna do.
Gonna blow?
It could blow. It's definitely going. You know, it's going to stream. All right. So here goes some drinking water music. This is Brother Ashabu.
Take a little time to really look at one another, then ask yourself: can we really afford to lose one another? We must understand that we are all we got. We're forgetting our past, blinded by crack and gun smoke. We must turn that mess around and make the other man choke. Down in flames, like the Hindenburg. One day I opened my ears. You ain't believe what I heard. They say your word ain't. See, you promised us great things, but only giving us a little bit. I keep your Star Stripe hat as a souvenir. The uncle is dead, but I'm not even gonna shed a tear. See, right now you're the big fish, but I'm the genie in the lantern, and you get no wish. Usually you get 3, but I'm taking 1 plus the 2 that you owe me. It's so hard to feel proud. While I shed a tear, you're still talking loud. I'll never get on a board with the man, because it reminds me of that great master plan. Oh, I haven't forgotten the last cruise we took. We end up picking cotton. You tried to play me out like a sucker, but I survived to take back what's mine, your mother. So repay your debt to us. Mama so light, cause all the nuts that you busted, you violated our blood and plagued us with acne. So who's the real savage race? Please tell me. The race is really your mind state. So the mess you bumped up is the mess you're gonna have to face. See why I'm so upset? Because you brainwashed my people, talking out the side of your neck. So I just sit back and light up a steam soap to deal with the pains and the rage in the ghetto.
That real shit. That's only on the journey, family. Only on the journey. Only on the up. And this one been sitting down settling for, you know.
Who really knows what tomorrow's gonna bring? Our heads are through these thoughts and dark dreams. The rage in the ghetto, it drives me to chaos. Brothers talk they miss and get tossed. See, deep down inside, I wanna change, but it's hard as hell. Remove these chains on my brain. You got me thinking that I'm less than I really am. Put up a 10-foot pole and impale sand. The rage in my mind, it keeps me from crying, but inside I'm slowly dying, because I don't know who I am. So I pick up an idol and become his biggest fan. Pattern myself to be just like Jack. I can have a big Cadillac, slanging crack. Invest seriously, and then I start rolling hard, and the rest is history. We're very insecure, got a few keys and holding G's. Nobody can be trusted. I see with a shotgun and in my jock strap was more yet, because I'm so damn scared. Walk the streets alone at night, I wouldn't dare. Will I make it to 21? I'm only 19. My life has just begun. I got snatched up by the feds. I was slapped around, then assigned a concrete bed, and now I'm behind bars. Yesterday was the last day I would see stars, and now I'm feeling sorry, cause everything I ever did is coming back to haunt me. I'm crouched in a corner, hugging my knees. I'll be 37 by the time that I'm free. I got enough bed sheet, I'll make me a nice little noose and I'm out. One hell of a future. I fell into the hell of the plan and now it's over. The rage inside is still alive, and will survive until I die. And if that's tomorrow, you see, I went alone. My heart was filled with sorrow. It's a shame though, but it's all because
of the rage in the ghetto. Brother Ashabu. What? Is what? Nah, this is Lemon Lime. Oh, I'm sorry. This is the Yellow Cap. This is the Justice League. Lemon Lime. Lemon Lime and Ginger. with some of the flash or the cayenne pepper. All right, so family, we're gonna do this toast so we get on up out of here. I just want y'all to know that the lines are open. We can stay on a little bit longer if anybody want to have a discussion. You don't want it?
I do.
We'll finish it. All right.
It's
so we.
original.
Huh? You want the original? No, it's not original. It's lemon lime. So, yep. And I'm trying to make sure that my children know how to make that ambrosia. Right? Family business. Right? Nobody wins when the family feuds. How you make a SCOBY? Oh, I gotta pass you. I gotta pass down the SCOBY. But I do know how to make a SCOBY. Took me a while, but I figured out how to make a SCOBY. All right, so, but you don't need to make a SCOBY. We got SCOBYs. We got SCOBYs to spare, baby. All right, that's a hint to y'all, family. We got SCOBY for the whole family. So I take that back because 100 of y'all called me at one time and we be SCOBY-less. Just say that. You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure I get your quality stuff. All right, so we want to toast the ancestors, the star of the show. But first, of course, we always got to move first through the creator. We lift up our glass and we salute the creator by whatever name you choose to call that creator, right? We call on that great power, that one force, that first ancestor, the one that created all of us, the one that we run within and also run with, without in some cases, right? So we lift up the creator and we say Ashe. From there, family, where do we go? We go to the stars of the show. The reason we are here. The ones, the only. The ones upon whose shoulders we stand. The hardest working people in the spirit working business. The ancestors. We call on them. We call them into the room. And we start off, of course, like I said, you need to start off with your ancestors like I start off with mine. You understand? But we salute them all. Okay? Miles Brown, Ms. Ann, Robin the Texana Davis, Herman Brown, C. Rosalie Tilly, George and William Walter, Christopher Fanny Gasson, Aunt Lena, Uncle Chris, Aunt Fiend, Cleveland and Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvaro Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fuller, Montague Pittman, Nomo X, Pat Ra, Malika Fakur, Dr. Marianne Williams. Can you go help Sasha find some clothes, please? Yeah. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Actor Jr., Jay Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William, Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Derek L. Pullian, the Luxter Brothers, Miss Edith Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janice Foster, Charles Jordan, Carol Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Triggs, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Rendelman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lois Henderson, Calvin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Dale Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Barry Beatty, Sarah Ware, Levita Farmer, Agosto Sue, Shell Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Deolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Ida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keechler Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, I want to make sure I get that right, Sparrow, Slimmy, Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bolden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hilda Pearson, Surgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mary Moss, Ophelia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quells, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quells, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.E. Johnson, Delrita Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hattie Levester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martineau, Elder Amatep Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey and Eleanor Howe, Frank and Russell and Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Vina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carla Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy. Now to the pretty book. DeFridas Hines, Inez Bostic, Edna Bostic, Winifred Scantleberry, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Calvin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Printup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Edith Catney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pena Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensenbaugh, Hazel Gasson, Jay Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaneko Parson, Jason Cathy, Stacey Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Irving, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkerson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doe, Amina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Toure, Donna Hill, Richard Gleavis, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Haley Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Aunt Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hodge, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie, Harriet Tubman Cates, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron, Nino Baby Hatch, Hatch Sr., Mally Miller, Halsey Hatch, Dad Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Dorita Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Harrison, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Albus Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Earlington Houston, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Rome Alls, Henry West Staton, Joel Jamel Alls, Ann Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Bette Vaughn, John Dewey, and Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Ramey, Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Baba Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brantley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Morel Ellis, Elizabeth Battles, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruby Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Urban, Hiron Phillips, William Ford Jr., Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Urban Sr., Michael Urban, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robbie Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rayshawn Easley, Javea McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed. And with that, we say, Ashe. Got my app designer online. How should I phrase the question? The question is, I already got the app made. I just need to get it up on iOS. It was created for me by Spreaker. I just want to get my app in the App Store. And I'm having severe problems getting it into the App Store. So can she assist me in getting the app in the store? I already got the app designed. I already got the zip drive for the app. I just need somebody that could download it and put it on the store for me. That's it. All right. So we lift up our glass. And guess what, family? We say Ashe. Right? Hopefully those of you that's been participating, you've been feeling the power of the ancestors in your life. Right? The miracles that happen, the stuff, some of the issues that might be rising up. Because, family, I want y'all to understand that oftentimes, and a lot of us can't deal with this, a lot of times the things that we think are blessings, or my fault, end up turning out to be curses, and the thing that we think are curses end out to be blessings. So a lot of times, because of how we see the world and how it's all me, right? We got to step back so that we can actually see the total effect. So sometimes what may appear to be a curse, what may appear to be a hard time, is actually something setting you up for greatness. And I hope that in some form or fashion, you are starting to see the ancestor effect in your life. Maybe that's dope. The ancestor effect in your life. Damn, you smell good. And start using that power. Start guiding that power. Okay. All right. So we salute our ancestors. Where we go from there?
Damn, Ron, come on! What's the matter with you? Tomorrow. Let's do it tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow.
See, a lot of us in our life, we sound like Rocky, right? You know, I do it tomorrow. Let's do it tomorrow. Right? But we have to have the sense of urgency that Apollo Creed was trying to put on his ass at that point in time, dog. If you're not going to do it now, you're never going to do it. Right? Many of us, we've been sitting around talking about, I'll do it tomorrow. Let's do it tomorrow. Cool. Thank you. I'll do it tomorrow. Let's do it tomorrow. Ain't no tomorrow. All we have is now. So we lifting up our glass to salute this now. We're saluting this now in this way, though, family. We saluting this now because this is the only time that we ever really have. We never wake up in the past. We never wake up in the future. And if you did, that was some good ass weed or drugs or whatever the fuck you taking, because you only are present and we only had it now. So family, let's take this now. Let's utilize this now, and let's move, empower, and enforce. Let's tribe up and do some of the shit that we need to do. Because for a long time they've been fooling us, thinking that we could do it all by ourselves. Oh, we don't need nobody. You don't need your people. You get up and leave and move. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We need a tribe. You know what I'm saying? So that when you getting rich, your tribe is getting rich. So that y'all all got each other to fall back on. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, y'all watching each other's back. This is how you got to do it. This is how everybody else is doing it. You know what I'm saying? This individual rugged American story, that's some bullshit that they concocted to keep you down. Why? Because they know that if you come at them as an individual, they will eat your ass up. Eat you up. Because everybody else playing team. You know what I'm saying? It's like you trying to be in the soccer world. We in the soccer World Cup sending out our best player by his goddamn self. How you gonna win? You can't win. We playing this whole world is based on a team sport where motherfuckers is playing in the now. They're not playing in the future. They on here giving it their all now. And we waiting. We'll do it tomorrow. Fuck that. We lift up the glass and we salute the now. Because if we don't handle our business in our now, our children are going to be in a fucked up situation, which means our grandchildren are going to be in a more fucked up situation. And we got to straighten it out. It's up to us. You know what I'm saying? We got Great Pumpkin running around, telling blatant lies. I have never in my, I known some liars. But this motherfucker blatant, is a how can you have the audacity? Just the oh, that's not what I meant. I'm sitting in, you know what I'm saying? And we all have friends like that punked out in front of a motherfucker, right? Punked out in front of a motherfucker, then turn around and be like, that ain't what I said. Motherfucker, I heard, I got it on tape. Oh, I misspoke. The The fuck this come from? Where does misspoken shit come from? When did that start? When did that start happening? What? Come on now. I'm just saying, we got blatant lies, and we still. So let's salute our now, handle our business, so our children have a strong foundation to stand on. Family, our lives belong to our children. We will become the foundation upon which they stand. And if we are weak, and if we are and we're running around here fraudulent and acting like sand, then when our children need to be stable, they will be standing on a sandy foundation. And we know that the sand moves when the wind blows. We need to be like granite. We need to be like steel up under their feet. We need to be able to stand. They need to be able to stand up on us and know that there's nothing that can move us. Nothing lesser than a world-ending event. All right, so we lift up our glass to this present moment. We say, Ashe. From there, we salute our children on to infinity, because we're going to lead them the foundation so that they can do some real world building. You know what I'm saying? And we say, Ashe. From there, family, what we going to do? We moving on. We're moving on. Right? So now we salute all of our relations and we say, Ashe. From there, family, it's that selfish libation. It's something that you need right now. All right? Go ahead. Lift up your glass. Toast what it is you need. You ain't got to say it out loud. All right? You know what I'm saying? Because some of y'all pretty bold. You'll be sitting right near in a bad relationship, and you'll raise your glass right while that bad relationship is right there with you, and you'll say, I need this man or this woman gone. I don't want to cause no problems in the homes. So some of that shit you need to just keep to yourself and just think about it and ask for what you need. Silently. Don't start nothing. Lift up your glass. That selfish libation, get what you need, family. All right? Peace. All right, from there, family, I salute the most powerful being in the room. Guess who that is? That's you. So we lift up the glass and we say, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. All right. So, lift up the glass and we say, oh, Kwame, we got to talk. I just sipped on some ambrosia and came up with a brilliant idea for Marcus Garvey. Oh. I just thought about it. Oh, man, it hit me. All right, so but it's going to be late. Because we don't want to interfere with the festival right here. I still can help Kojo do what he need to do. But there's a golden opportunity, another opportunity that we could use for, man. Oh my God, is that my auntie? Where you been, auntie? What's going on? How you doing? All right, so we just finishing up the toast. The lines are open. If y'all have any discussions that y'all want to have, anybody want to ask any questions, anybody want to make some comments, whatever, we got the lines open. I got about an hour to get ready, so come on, let's work it out. If not, I'm going to just sip on my ambrosia and ride off into the sunset. Well, it's not really the sunset, but you know what I mean. Y'all know what I mean, right? That's pretty damn good. Auntie, how is your brewing coming? Isn't anybody else on here brewing? Anybody else online? Because I like to keep up with my family, see what they doing, what y'all doing. You know what I'm saying? Because you can make this at home. Okay. Woo! Words right through you. All right, so since nobody's calling in, I will call it a day. I want to thank everybody for taking the time to join us on Gye-Nyame Journey. We are growing. If you've seen my text, it says we're growing like a garden. Y'all can see our little garden in the back of the school. Hopefully by next school year, we will have our whole damn thing filled up. Like I told y'all, one of the goals that I have is to be able to provide the total salad for Kwanzaa for this coming Kwanzaa this year from our gardens. Also, hell, to eventually be able to even turn around, because our school, we have salads. So one of the goals is to be able to turn around and to start selling the school the salad. Provide the school with the salads. I miss your live shows. My brewing, have you come up with some different flavors? You know what I'm saying? I mean, have you been experimenting? Because you know you can have a second brewing. You know what I'm saying? So what the second brewing is basically, you would take after you have it sit, right? You have it sit for a couple of days, and you have the tea and the honey go through the transformation. Have it go through we call it the alchemy, right? It goes through the transformation. You take it out of that jar. You can start another batch, or you just leave enough in there for the SCOBY. You take the drink or the tuna that you have, you put it in another jar, and you throw some fruit in there, or you throw some vegetables in there, or you throw something else in there. Yes, you could do vegetables, family. Listen to me. You could take certain herbs, like if you got an ailment. See, this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. Those of you that don't want to brew, you need to get in contact. Like Kwame has his own brew. Kwame know what he wants, so he tells me what he wants in his brew. That's why we call it Kwame. So he be like, boom, add this, add that. You can personally order it from me, or you can learn how to do it at home and start finding. Like, for example, you need you having problems with your memory, right? And you look up herbs, and you see like Goda Cola and there's other herbs that you can take to help enhance your memory, right? So you could take you could take your ambrosia from the first brewing, put it into another container, and add Goda Cola in there and let it sit for about 3 days. All of the properties of the Goda Cola is going to be extracted as the yeast and the bacteria begins to eat on the Goda Cola, and it will become infused in the drink, which means that you have something more potent than just the regular tea. You have, not only do you have the raw honey, not only do you have the properties of the green tea, now you have the properties of the herbs that you put in it. Family, I'm just like, yo. So if you got any questions, like I said, now's the time on the weekends, on Kuumba and Imani, is when y'all can call in. Miss Gina says she has a question. Come ask your question, man. I got something from you, Kwame. I'm about to, if I go off on Miss, what's your question, Miss Gina?
Do you do folktales for grown-ups on your radio show?
Yes, I do. Yes, I have a show called Folktales for Grown-Ups. And it's Folktales for Grown-Ups. And why are you asking about Folktales for Grown-Ups?
I thought you did it on your morning test too.
No, I don't do it on my... Well, no, I read the folktale that I'm going to cover on Folktales for Grown Folks. And speaking of that, like I said, out of the mouth of babes. Just for a couple more minutes. All right. So the folktale for the week. Now, remember, family, we will be bringing out a newsletter. Right? Newsletter, a digital, dynamic newsletter. What does that mean, Brother Hatim? We are creating a newsletter, right? Well, at least I'm working on it, and I got some of my team to try. We're trying to work on it. We're trying to create a dynamic newsletter where, one, we will put the newsletter out, but the newsletter is not done. So for that whole period that you have that newsletter, and even beyond, we'll be able to add stuff to the newsletter. You'll be able to make comments on it, right? If, like I said, if you are a subscriber, you'll be able to make comments on a newsletter. So you'll be able to add information or ask questions and receive an answer on it, right? So it'll be basically like our own news timeline. So you get news about Gye-Nyame Journey, news about nation building, and then we'll be discussing different articles and stuff like that, being able to take you different links. But unlike other newsletters where it's just static and they send it to you and it stops, no, you're going to come on a live line and you're going to be able to ask a question right there. And if somebody is on there, either you're going to get an immediate response or you're going to get a response later on, and it'll be reflected in the article if it's something that we need to affect. Then you also can make suggestions for next articles. And I mean, you know, I'm just trying to get something that we can interact and that we can grow with together. So The proverb. The folktale for this week was the monkey and the camel. Brother Kwame say Miss Gina must think she's grown. That's when I'm dealing with that. Yeah, stop. And it's not funny.
Who, me?
Yeah, that's what Brother Kwame said. Yeah. What you doing? What you doing, Sasha? No. Close the screen because of you. I'm being attacked by flies right now because you don't know how to close it.
I did.
Maybe they came and fixed it. Go ahead. Try to go out. All right. The monkey and the camel. Here you go. The beasts of the forest gave a splendid entertainment at which the monkey, or a splendid party, at which the monkey stood up and danced. Having vastly delighted the assembly, he sat down amidst universal applause. The camel, envious of the praises bestowed on the monkey and desiring to divert to himself the favor of the guests, proposed to stand up in his turn and dance for their amusement. He moved about in so utterly a ridiculous a manner that the beast, in a fit of indignation, set upon him with clubs and drove him out of the assembly. Right? It is absurd to ape our betters. That is the moral of the folktale. But like I said, it's up for discussion. Anybody have anything any insight they want to share on it, feel free to call in 614-556-45. There you go. You're about to break the day. You just went outside. Why you need to come back in? You just went outside. Did you put on lotion? It's real life here, Gye-Nyame Journey. Sorry, family. So that going with that. I can hear that. All right. So that was so on the newsletter, what I'll be able to do every week is update I have a section where I'll be able to post up the actual folktale so that you can read it on that timeline, right? On our individual timeline, right? You better read it on the newsletter, and you better keep up with it on a weekly basis so I can put them all on there in advance. You understand what I'm saying? So now, then also we better post up the Proverbs. So the Proverbs for the week was, wisdom is knowing what to do next. Virtue is doing it. That's by David Starr Jordan. Next one, we owe almost all our knowledge not to those who have agreed, but to those who have differed. That's by Charles Caleb Colton. And the last one is, kick away the ladder and your feet will be left dangling. That's from Malawi. That's a proverb from Malawi. And if y'all want to discuss them, let me know. Like I said, if you're too shy to call in, go and type in your questions. Then also let me read what's going to be on the back of the Gye-Nyame Journey t-shirt. Wow. Look like that. All right. To join the congregation of the mighty, you must understand, see, and even those people that's been around me for years, those individuals that have already come through the process, they'll be like, congregation of the mighty, I know exactly what he's talking about. Language. The concept of oneself, be able to spend 2 hours a day on self-mastery, know and progress through the 3 levels of learning, build your life on the 4 pillars of health, unite the 5 parts of your being, right? Utilize the 6 emotions, practice the 7 principles of acknowledge, practice our 7 principles and acknowledge the 7 days. See that? All of them match up with the numbers. Recognize the power of 8 and master at least one of the 9 areas of life. Now, 9 areas of life, for those that are interested in 9 areas of life, that is from Neely Fuller, right? In his, I never could say the name right, but Neely Fuller in How to Deal with White Supremacy, talk about the 9 areas of life. My checking balance. Hold on, family. Y'all might get off. I gotta check my checking balance. Hot damn, I'm doing better. I'm learning how to save a little bit of money. Just a little bit. I'm doing just a little bit better. Just a little bit better. Right? So, like I said, t-shirts are available now. Remember, if I got the link, if you want them for 10, you can get them, but that's going to be for a limited time. After a certain amount of time, I don't know when, they will go up to 50. I'll tell you exactly when they will go up to 15. When I send in the final copy and I get the stuff back and the t-shirts are sent to me, and I'm starting to produce them. After that, I will no longer be pushing any for 10. Kwame, off of your next order, you get $5 off because you couldn't find the $10 coupon. You know what I'm saying? So you're cool. You know what I'm saying? So we we're gonna work it out. We work it out. We family, right? So, all right, family. I'm about to get up and get out. Gina, you ain't done with that? You must not like that. Huh? Give it here. You ain't got to finish it. Now, when you got your kids drinking ambrosia, right? Like, this one is kind of strong and it's aged. They don't have to drink a whole lot of it. All you trying to do is make sure that in your child's body, you are helping their microbiome. Family, a lot of us are sick. A lot of us are struggling because our microbiome is out of balance. Our microbiome is not working for us, it's working against us. So what we have to start doing is start including those things from a culturally appropriate diet that will help align our microbiome for our genetic success. Well, that's a little bit different. So she drunk a little bit. All she got to do is get it, because like I said, it's almost like it's billions and billions of them in there. And I keep on telling y'all, man, right? My wife started going to the gym, and one of the things that started happening is that her friends start asking her questions, and she started telling them about my stuff. So she started telling them a little bit about my stuff, and like I told you, they was trying to sell them probiotics for about $250. I'm like, I'm doing $30 a gallon. If you buy a single bottle, it's $5. If you buy 10 or more bottles, it's $3.50. Like, come on now. They selling them how much? $250? I found
25 cents.
Uh-oh. Go ahead. Put it in your bank. Don't be like your dad. Find 25 cents and spend 75. You don't do that. That's not good business. You got to teach your kids differently, right? Right? You find 25 cents, you spend 10. I find 25 cents, I spend 75. I'm working on it, right? We all have our struggles. Right? And the key piece is to realize your struggles and to start mastering. That's what self-mastery is about. Really being honest with yourself, right? I'm not telling myself, I'm not giving myself the super, what people consider the positive, uplifting speeches all the goddamn time. Sometimes I'm checking my goddamn self. And sometimes I'm going to elders that can check me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and as I get older, it's harder to find people that can do that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I really wanted, one of the reasons I really wanted to start this, because one of the things I missed was some of my conversations with elders like Nomo, right? Because Nomo, you know what I'm saying? Nomo and Gaylord did the same thing. Baba Dotley could do the same thing. They check your ass. Now, each of them had their own way. Nomo was aggressive with it. You know what I'm saying? He would come with it, and he would be aggressive, and he would let you know, right? You know what I'm saying? He let you know, dude. Hold on. Now you hot Tim to all them motherfuckers out there. But right here, regardless of whether I'm sick and laying on the couch and I'm out, you peanut. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you peanut. And you gonna be peanut. You know what I'm saying? And don't make me use my last slam on. He used to tell me, don't make me use my last slam on you. I only got one slam left. And I want to save it for the enemy. But if I have to use it on you, come here so I can grab you. No, I ain't. Come over here. Oh, man. God damn. I'm grown. Shut up. Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? Gaylord make a nigga cry. Yeah, you know, Gaylord be nice all over, but when Gaylord got mad, shit. Dude, Gaylord had me at camp crying a couple of times. I'd be like, God damn. Grown ass man sitting up here, yeah. But yes, sir. Saying, but Doc is real. Doc is smooth that shit on you, real. You know what I'm saying? And you leave feeling good, but then you be like, damn, I just got checked. But it's good to have those type of elders in your life. So I started this so I can remember that. You know what I'm saying? It helps keep you humble, right? So family, I ain't gonna hold y'all up. Y'all ain't calling in. I don't know what I did. But anyway, but thank you for joining me, and thank you for participating in the toast on a regular basis. And like I said, remember, t-shirts will be available. Eventually, the newsletter will be available. The books are available. So go and support the journey, because the journey is supporting you. And welcome to the congregation of the mighty. And we are out. All right, Spreaker. Thank you. We out. Tell them we out, Gina G.